and those fangs pumping in.
Talk about sticking your fingers where they don't belong. I would say that's way too close for comfort. This is called snake milking, but I can guarantee you wouldn't want to dip a cookie in that stuff. I'll just stick to cow's milk, thank you very much. Besides, what's coming out of those fangs is far from regular milk. What's the point of milking a snake anyway? Well, it's more than an easy way to end your life. In a given year, roughly 100,000 people die or get seriously injured from snake bites. So anti-venom is an essential part of preventing deaths. Snake milkers are on the cutting edge, or tooth, of anti-venom technology. They position a thumb and index finger at the back of a venomous snake's head, right on its venom glands. Then, the milker presses the snake's mouth against the lip of a jar. The venom drips down and is then mixed with other types to create a supervenom concoction. In a milking session, a snake secretes very little venom. Depending on the size of its glands, it may only produce 1 milligram of venom. But don't be fooled, it's still enough to kill. The snakes get milked regularly every few weeks or months. There is no research suggesting that this process hurts the snake, but it does look uncomfortable. Small quantities of venom are injected into mammals like rabbits, horses, and goats. The amount increases over a few months, and the animal develops antibodies against the venom. Then the animal's blood serum or plasma is collected, concentrated, and purified. The final product is freeze-dried and shipped to hospitals in areas where the world's deadliest snakes pose threats to humans. The Reptile Discovery Center in Florida is home to a serpentarium where venomous snakes get milked. The snake milkers handle 50 to 100 snakes per day. But not just any old snake charmer has what it takes to work up close and personal with the world's deadliest reptiles. First of all, you need nerves of steel. Then you'd need a degree in something science-related, like zoology or toxicology. Some facilities require snake milkers to be fully qualified reptile specialists. They're called herpetologists. Bill Haast was a legend in the industry and could milk 100 snakes a day. Snakes often bit him on the job, so he microdosed himself with cobra venom to build his tolerance. Sounds like a supervillain story. These workplace injuries could have severe consequences. Luckily, only 1 snake milker died on the job. If anyone gets bitten, these specialists know what to do. This niche profession is highly specialized work. The results are most helpful to people who live in rural areas and come in contact with venomous snakes. The Australian Reptile Park, another milking facility, estimates that its work saves about 300 lives a year. It's sort of funny that venom itself is the integral ingredient in the cure against snake bites. If you have to pick your poison, it's best to choose the one that will save your life. The horseshoe crab is another animal that plays an important role in human healthcare. Check out our video about how their blood helped develop the COVID vaccines. Helping scientists create antivenom and sometimes injuring their handlers is what the world's deadliest snakes do. And that's what makes them crazy creatures.